Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Athieno and I have played 1000 hours of Kafe, and I'm going to show you everything I know to help you guys win your rank games. Now, these are through scrims, FPL matches, champion ranked. I played in every single rank and this is how I play. And these are takes that I want to show you guys that you guys can do and perhaps maybe get you some wins. So we're going to start out with the defense setup first. I'll put his timestamps below, and then the attacking side. I'll show you everything I know. I'll show you at least 1 or 2 ways to play every single bomb set attack and defense. So without further ado, guys, let's go into the video, and be sure to leave a like if you guys enjoy this new series. As you guys don't know, my famous 100-hour series of each operator, which those will be making a return. But now we need to educate some knowledge on how to play the map now. So we're going to go start out with cocktail. Third floor cocktail. Who should you bring? Who are the best operators here? In my opinion, you need someone for a lot of head holes and rotates. So anyone with a shotgun, bailiff, whatever, impact grenades. Another one would be traps. There's a lot of doors in here you might need to do. So what I recommend, I would pick a shotgun person, a trap person, probably 1.5 scopes. So for example, I'll just pick smoke for every bomb site, just kind of give you guys an example of what you would do. So first, as the shotgun player or any kind of soft destruction, you are responsible for all the rotates. And there's not a lot of time to slack on this bomb site, so you better get to work. You don't need to set it up as much as I'm doing it right now, but I'm showing you, like, if you were to max out the bomb site, you know, this is what it would look like. So these holes are so you can see the default plan as well as this one too. Now head or feet holes are up to you on this one. Personally, I like to do all the way through so I can get the maximum amount of line of sight. In case they drop the skylight or they walk through, there's a good angle to re-swing them on. But if you want the extra cover, you can always reinforce this wall here and leave the holes on the left side. Next is the freezer rotate. You do head holes here in case you want to see. There's an optional though. Now people always ask, okay, should be crouch or should it be vault? Vault, normally you want to make it a little bit harder to get through, that way they're an easier target, but crouch if you're trying to avoid things like the skylight or there's like a runway through. Now some people like to actually open up this right here, head holes here, like put a mirror here, but that's totally up to you. I think it's probably less, it will work less against your team if you know, because they have the windows against you. So I recommend just reinforcing this all the way. Next are the bathroom holes. The reason you put them on the right side is that way you can get a little bit more cover in case you need to tuck yourself. And then the red wall is basic reinforcement. Alright, so now that we have all the reinforcements and the basic wall, well, this one as well, just in case if you ever need cover, you'll want to get wall banged. And then the reason I say traps is because, you know, wide staircase can kind of leave a very quiet audio cue, as well as, let's say if you give up some more of the bomb site, you can always put traps everywhere. Another good barbed wire spot would be like on the red door here, or even on the shop door. Any kind of barbed wire is also good right here because that way they can't walk in without crouching in. This is very important. If you're going to hold on to cigar, you need to shoot the glass off the windows. I shoot at the windows about like 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 times. So now that we have the setup done, how do I play across the setup now? So I'm going to show you every position you can play. That way you kind of have an idea. So beginning of the round, your first objective is to stop them from getting this wall open as much as you can, and delay shop control as hard as you can without obviously risking your life too much. Now, in order to hold shop, you also need to hold on to cigar. If you look at the compass, it's called cigar lounge, but this is called cigar shop. This is just called cigar. Some people might say Christmas because of the Christmas tree. The reason you want to hold on to this room, even though it's not part of the bomb site, is because the lines of sight it gives you. So the longer you can hold on to the cigar, the better you're going to win the round. Oh, but Athieno, the windows. Listen, bro, I play against the windows all the time, and they can be tricky if you play them incorrectly. I'd say the dead spot for windows is about like halfway across. Like anything past this line right here is death to the windows. But just because there are windows does not mean they're also vulnerable for your pre-fire from you. My favorite is to play a zombie. You guys know my famous zombie setup from TikTok. But let's say the first, like, you know, minute until it winds down to like a minute 20, then they start getting more control. When you feel pressured out, then you move back to pixel here. Now when you move the pixel, this is basically like the second line of defense. Now they have this control, but they still have to get to the bomb site. Now another 45 seconds passes by, and you gotta hold on to this, and you know, eventually you back up more and more. Not too much because you still need to deny the plant. Now, if you're not playing on that side, but you're playing Cocktail, your main objective right here in Cocktail is to make sure you don't get naded from Skylight, you don't get picked from Skylight, and you don't let anybody walk through Shaiko with the default plan. If you're wondering what Shaiko is right here under the hatch because he's very famous for playing it. So this is more of the ankle roll right here. You want to, like, if you're in Freezer or Cocktail, you want to make sure no one walks through shot. This is like the late round position. You can swing out the balcony if you like to. For early round, also watch out for Amaru. Amaru always loves to hit these windows, so very careful. Or Skylight drops. Flip on the cams, let your teammates know where they're coming in from. Pillar cam is probably one of the... But no matter where you are on the map, you have to know, as long as you have a strategy to hold on a cigar and prevent this control as much as you can, trust me, it's going to work in every rank. Question is, should I roam on this map? No, you don't need to roam below unless, like, you know, they have a lot of crouch walkers down there, but at the end of the day, if they're not planting the bomb or not getting any beneficial map control, you don't need to go down there. All right, now what if we're actually going to attack Cocktail? How do you attack it in the champion ranked? Well, it's very easy. Number one, what you can do is have somebody be on constant window pressure until you get cigar control. So put claymores down and sit on these windows and apply pressure. I'll show you exactly why you're going to need that in the late round. So first, let's get both the hatches open. Waste no time on the roof. You need to get into the building as fast as possible and get off of the roof. Obviously, as a single drone, I'll just show you guys now. So you want to make sure you have a drone for your red flank. You don't get flanked. Your main objective is always, number one, get this wall open, because without this wall open, you are a funnel and you're getting mowed down on that door. So let's just say, like, I'm Ace, right? Or Ace or Hibana, or maybe a Heartbeat Gadget. You need some sort of rotation inside this wall. Now, the process of getting this wall open might take some time, but that's totally okay. That's why the guy comes with the window clutch. Get rid of any bandits, K-charges, whatever it is. Get it off. Get the wall open. Now you have a way better chance of getting this map control. Remember, on defense, we are fighting for this map control. On attack, we are fighting for this map control too. Make sure piano is clear. Make sure all this is good. While you're doing this, someone else needs to make sure you don't get ran out and shot. Some people like to swing out Shaiko and catch you guys off guard. Make sure this guy is not allowed to do that. So once you get in, and let's say you're doing the zombie, a zombie is also another barrier you have to kill. You have to kill a zombie first before you advance and move past. Think about it, you're pushing this way. So let's say, you know, it's the default setup, right? So you get to this point, right? This is where the windows come in. That way, these guys can't just swing out for free without getting pressured by the windows. You guys always see, I always play ticket and make sure no one comes white. Next up, you as a Heartbreacher, is your choice, your strategy if you want to come through here, or if you want to open up Freezer, go and do that. But about this time in the round, it's about, like, you know, 45 seconds left in the round probably. And then what you want to do is you want to kill the white guy. Pause. Don't be racist. I meant kill the guy on white right here in the bathroom. So kill the guy inside the bathroom. Normally there's a rotate here. So if you kill the bathroom guy, it's another piece of map control unlocked, and you can use his rotate against them, or you can push up here. But you see how I have many objectives every single time I push up? This is not like, you know, like a 30-second process. This is the whole round. But you got to make sure you don't skip steps, or else it's going to bite you in the back. So let's say if you want to push new, shoot the default cam. Make sure you don't get C4 from below. This is where you start using your drone. Set last line of info. They'd be like, okay, where do I want to plant? Oh, there's holes here. Probably can't plant here then. That's okay though. I mean, you probably could, but you gotta make sure you're getting covered. Make sure someone's watching the rotate. Kill the guy Freezer, but like the kills will come naturally. So I can't really tell you what to do in this situation because it depends on all the kills you guys have. Your last two choices are just to either plant the bomb or go for kill. If you can't go for plant, hit white side and take the gunfights here. You have to do that. That's the last resort for the attack. So that's what is called a piano direct take. A direct take means you're taking more direct. Now, what's not a direct take? A non-direct take is a cocktail take. Actually, it kind of still is. It requires a lot more coordination, but if you're in rank, you should only be sticking to piano ones because everything else is going to be way more complicated. Obviously, this is 1,000 hours. I'm teaching you everything I know about this map. What you could do is instead of going rappel and getting the roof, you actually have people on this window and this window. The guy in the skylight is here to make sure this cocktail guy is dead. You'll have someone go from below and start bucking this guy out because if he starts getting bucked out, he has to fight you. Or he has to run here, gets caught, has to run here, gets caught, runs here, gets caught. I know it's a lot of people, but it's a cocktail overtake. And I'll have another guy on this window here. There's a guy on this window, boom. This white hall is now in danger now. So your main objective is to rappel in here and get the bomb down. So that's what a cocktail take would be. You would enter through bottom reading, you would enter to the basement, and then you will work up your staircase and work up white and then come into here. Now, rewatch what I just said and take notes of that process. So that's what a cocktail take would be. Those are the two ways you can attack. I think piano is like way better win rate, but you have to be in a comfortable stack through the cocktail take. 100% do what I just did. Oh, operators you should bring. Dude, always bring a heart breacher. If you don't, you better pray to God you kill everyone. Second, soft breachers. You gotta deal with the zombie. You gotta clear the pixel shield. You gotta make holes. Another one, grenades. You know, grenade. Any kind of soft breach grenades. You need firepower to push through this setup. So you choose. It's siege. You can play however you want. But yeah, that's what I would recommend. Everybody in high ranks kind of knows the piano take. Obviously, some are brain dead, but that's okay. But that's how you attack Cigar. Now let's move on to kitchen defense. All right, now that we're on kitchen, footholes here. Stop freaking reinforcing, goddammit. Head holes for if you want to play above to stop prep. Now, if you're doing a bakery hold, you would actually open this up right here and put ADSs or MIs behind the bakery and support your fellow teammate here. But if you're not, please, for the love of God, do not open that up. Just showing you guys to rotate. Small bake wall. It's impossible to hold small bake without this wall being reinforced because they'll just wall bang you. Let's reinforce this up. All right, these are these red holes. I don't recommend doing them in solo queue because your teammates might not know how to play them. I think you should cover these up. Keep it simple. All right, here you want to make footholes. That way, it's a one-way winnable angle when anyone walks in. Head holes here because you need to be able to see into prep. So remember the zigzag. And for the love of God, please reinforce freezer, guys. I know it's not that hard. All right, let's just pretend that I got the hatch because I'm not walking all the way up there. All right, so operators that you should bring. You should be bringing 100% wall denial, traps, and honestly, the last three can just be a mix of those two and 1.5s. You need to be able to shoot back because kitchen is a little bit looser than upstairs. So what do the traps do? You want to put traps on bakery door, small bake window hop in. These are very hot areas for the people to walk in from. And if you're not aware, it can really bite you in the butt because you're looking over here and you get shot in your back. You know, it's a very wide map, wide floor. So you need to have information on the whole floor. You don't have to, but it helps. Traps on the white door, VIP, reception, you know. The whole point of kitchen is that you don't want to be sitting in here the entire time. All of you guys, you need to have a few roamers at the beginning, but late round, then you guys can come back and, you know, cook up some bacon or something. However, you should have max 3 people inside. The other 2 need to be roaming. You need to be roaming, collecting drones, and contesting map control. You need to have someone play whiskey. If you don't have someone playing back here, you lose back control very fast. They have back control. If they have this control in the first minute of the round, bro, it's like, it's gonna be, it might be wraps for here. Then you're stuck. You're stuck. However, you can't rotate here no more. That's why you want to have someone whiskey, collecting drones, playing pressure, and then have someone sit in coat. If you have someone sit in coat, then this is like the bridge you can recontest. Same thing with don't let the ace open up a small bake wall. You want to bake pressure. But my favorite thing to do is whenever people hop in this window, they are an easy kill because they're mid hop in, boom, free swing, free fire. You have to be careful because they can use this angle against you. Honestly, if you're ever thinking about retaking bakery is only something you do unless you just kill a small bake person or it's really late in the round and you have a man advantage. So be very careful. This rotate's optional, but just understand the attackers can use it pretty well against you, so just be aware. But understand how to play these windows and doors. Like if you have to understand, like the kitchen is a huge map of crossfires. If you don't have a crossfire, then you're going to lose a lot of unwinnable rounds with the other team. For example, let's say I am an attacker hitting this area. Boom. When I get exposed to all these angles, this guy should be first contact. If this guy is first contact or like anybody, like actually be either both ways. If he dies right here, I have another teammate right here. So he can only take one gunfight and it's a free kill. Same thing with right here. You force the enemy to walk into your line of sight with between you two. So many people lose rounds to this stuff and it's super sad. So if they're doing a top-down take, you can try your best to collect drones. Otherwise, bro, you got to give it up because it's not worth it. But if they're doing a top-down vertical take, you have to plan out your roam and try to take down one or waste a lot of time, but then come back. This map, you know, the more you spread out horizontally, the more map control you can have and it's a little bit more comfortable you can play it. However, You should understand when to give it up, though. You should be giving it up around like a minute left in the round. It really depends on the situation, though. But yeah, their end goal should be planting on the B bomb right here or planting behind default here. Now, let's say the direct tick and bake wall gets opened up, bro. I'm sorry, man, but if bake wall gets opened up, you better help me win your gunfights. But don't panic. Don't be like... When the wall gets opened up, don't just like fucking do this, bro. Like, don't be like doing this and then like making the gunfights way harder for yourself. You're gonna get fried down. You're gonna get droned out. So best thing you do is like try to sit on rice and, you know, fight for your life here, or sit back over here and try to take the gunfights when they come in. Bakery, it's a very attacker sided because of the 2X's they have. However, it does not mean you can still retake it. But honestly, that's the only kind of way that you should just be setting up and planning on this defense. Let's move on to the attacking now. All right. Attacking operators for kitchen. Kitchen, you definitely need a hard breacher. You need soft breacher to get rid of any shields or zombies. You need grenades, firepower. You need entry power. No bitch shit. You need people with big dicks walking in sight. You need one. It's optional flank for small pick if you want, but it's not necessary. I'm just giving you ideas, and then there's another lot of firepower. You need every round. You need firepower. Listen, dude. Barely any teams do this, bro, but listen, it'll make your attacks way easier. Let's say you're doing a direct bakery take, right? Let's say there's one guy holding behind here with Wamai and like 2 ADSs. What do? First, you need to bring over the flashbang. Bring EMP grenades and get this freaking wall open. When you get this wall open, this means the guy in prep, the defender in prep can no longer help. He has to take more risk. So if you have someone hard holding sitting this, bro, no one's gonna be able to. You eliminate his help. That guy was like the friggin' clan castle troops, and Wamai has no troops and he's no backup no more. So you get rid of the troops, then you gotta go for the town hall, but the town hall is Wamai. So you gotta have someone with the big dick, you know, flashbang, and then you walk in and kill him. You gotta go for a trade. Do not solo push in here by yourself. Way too risky. You need at least someone, even if they're a hard breacher, bro. Refrag your ash. You have to get that refrag. Have to. Let's say it's a 4v4. You trade yourself, right? To the default cam. Make sure small bake flank should be the second objective you do once you get inside bakery. Just don't open up the wall. Just make sure you get a flank jump down. Right here. Boom. Okay, can't on the wall. No EMPs. You're kind of fucked. However, if you can't get this wall open, you gotta go for the red wall. Or... I mean, you should be able to get the right. You should plan ahead. You should be planning ahead how to get this off of the wall. Save EMPs, grenades, twitch drone, whatever it is. Let's say you get the wall open, right? Boom. Now the wall's open. Understand it's a two-way cross, but you have the advantage because you have drones and they can't move anywhere. Or if they move, it's fucking whack-a-mole. When the breach gets opened up, you need to have someone gun up safely, though. Don't be just fucking swinging the breach like a bolo. You know, drone. Make sure the left side is clear. Normally, this guy here. Or check K2, K1, K2, K1, K2. Rice, or prep window, you know. They sit here behind a shield. These are all, you have to clear all of kitchen about like to this line right here, and then you can plant. Right here, maybe right here. Maybe, let's say they have head holes here, right? If they have head holes here, you gotta account for that. You need the guy in small bake to cover this. So once you have this control, boom. Okay, let's say they're holding bakery with like a freaking, you know, G2 setup. Bro, hit the backside. How do you hit the backside? You go reception, you go VIP window. You can even go top floor to get rid of stuff on the wall and vert. Or you go for the white wall instead. Same principle as going through bakery. You walk in, open up this wall, make sure no one's on these windows. Vertical plane gameplay actually works and really good here, but you don't need to do that. There's too much work in solo queue. Or it depends on your rank, to be honest. But now, remember what I said. When you get VIP, you lock down this angle. No one is crossing here. It's freaking death on sight, bro. That's how you do like a VIP back take, but your main objective is to plant right here. I'm gonna plant behind the bomb right here. Go in. Or you go deeper. So that's how you clear. Okay, I know this is 1,000 hours videos, but the third take. If you have a third take, what is the third take? Only try this if you have a 5-stack, bro. Full top-down clear with pre-placed drones and selective operators for vertical, hard breachers, roam clear, firepower, secondary whip, wherever you want. Generally, what you do, you have one person outside snow and one person outside mining. These two players are going to be making sure no one walks up red and brown. And these are the kind of the droners slash flank watchers, you know? The rest of the U3s are going through the hatches. You're clearing from skylight, you're getting pre-placed drones all over the 3rd floor, and then you're eventually walking down red where you're walking down white. Actually, you're only white side because these two players will be watching those two areas, right? So when you walk down, clear, boom, 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 and then you get the air jobs down, whatever it is, then you start making vert. Make vert wherever you want to execute. Don't make vert across the whole bomb site, just where you want them to be. Get this hatch open. Boom. Vert. Now it becomes the white take. This is the white take, but the scenery route. This will ensure it takes more work, but it will ensure you that you have more map control over the round. So those are my 3 ways to attack kitchen. So now let's move on to reading defense. Okay, reading defense. Reading bomb site, you have to play it like pretty aggressively because it's a middle floor bomb site and there's 2 floors to it. But you only really need to worry about the top floor. I'll tell you right now, no matter what map it is, if it is a first floor bomb site with a ceiling above it, 99% of the time you want to roam on it because the vertical gameplay, it's just kind of the basic. I know for kitchen, but kitchen you don't really need to do it because the vertical on kitchen it's easily dodgeable and it's a very large bomb site, so you don't really need to do it. It's better to hit it direct. But obviously it depends on, you can play however you want. But I will demonstrate with 4x shotgun because I need big holes. So I'll show you exactly what. So operators reading, bro. Just get rotations and guns. You don't need anything else. Just rotations and guns. Rotations and guns. 1.5s. So, as long as you rotate, multiple rotate here, and then reinforce the right side. The reason you have the left side is that way you have control. You can walk down white with no pressure. This is a hack. If you don't have any time to make footholds here, you pre-aim it. This works a little bit better with smoke shotgun. And back up a bit more. Boom. Made both holes. Yeah, that's why you want to back up a bit more, but you guys get the point. All these holes in sight are to make it so retakes are always easy and hard. Pause. Reinforce these 2 red walls, reading walls here, if you're on site. Generally, if you don't have a lot of setup, you want to go start working on top floor. That way you can kind of save some time for the utility operators. Yeah, traps would also be good here. Traps on common entrances, which is here, brown, maybe mining, double right here. Oh, bottom white, yeah, deep bottom white, bro. Ashmans, Nox, you'll catch a lot of them down here. But that's the basic setup for down there. Now you want to reinforce the freezer wall. So reading bomb site is you have to hold on a top floor. You don't have to, but it creates good foundation for your defense. I'll also open up the hatch here, that way you have a fallback. Think about it like, no matter where the bomb site is, you always defend the same areas around the same defenses because, or the same setups for every part of the map. It's just what's gonna make it strong. So these last 2, listen, this is what I learned in 1,000 hours. So I actually personally like to open this up because this makes a lot more pressure. And I would personally put the blast paper like right here so I know. But what I'm doing, we literally have both floors locked down everywhere. Imagine it, like they're trying to go top down and like they're getting contested the second the drone comes down, bro. Imagine that. You shoot this, shoot their drones, make it hard for them, make them rotate on the windows. If they have to do it, you're throwing them off. Bro, the bomb site is down and reading. You are throwing them off up here. So once you feel like you're pressured and you kind of overstayed your welcome, bro, listen. You know the funny part is, then you move back 1 room. Oh, you can also reinforce this too. Bro, you move back 1 room. 1 room. You know how much time you're wasting. And then boom, you hold this angle and they're still contesting you. Guys, the bomb site's downstairs. And then you have a shield set up here with Jaeger 2 ADSs or something like that. What if you wanted to? Boom, your teammates over here and you're over here. Boom, like a minute 20 left in the round. Boom, they still have to clear. Okay, let's say they start clearing more. Boom, you can still drop down. I'm not saying you should avoid every gunfight, but like, boom, minute left, 45 seconds left. It's like freaking 44 on site probably. Dude, now they have 45 seconds to attack the bomb site. You just scam them. You just scan them of their time. Boom, and then yeah, they're forced to funnel through. They don't have no control. And then you just shoot them when they walk down. It's easy. So that's how you play reading. This is how we will attack it now. Okay, so this is how we're going to be attacking reading. They are holding top floor. It's because our objective is to go top down and we have to clear it like it's the 3rd floor bomb site. But you can take it differently. You know, there's 2 ways I'm going to show you guys. So 1, yeah, the hatch is open, right? Let's just say I'm going up against my setup. This is how I would counter my setup. So I would open up this wall more, open it up more, and then if they're holding onto my drop, I would try dropping down this other hatch right here, or getting on the windows. Getting on the windows and doing this fast. You know, the whole point of this setup is to waste your time. You want to do this with speed, while also efficiency too. Go into the default camp, start killing this guy. This guy has to be dead in a certain amount of time. And if he moves back, he gives it the control. You take the control. But once you have this control, you have two options. Cut it off at pixel door and shop door. Have one person set up here with drones and watch the flank. And then your rest of your team rotates down, opens up this wall with thermite, and then you guys get the bomb down. Go for a plant there. You make a rotate into pillar 2. So now you guys are spreading out. You are cutting off a lot of the map control. You're taking it one by one, divide and conquer, right? So now that you have pillar control, they can't rotate down. I mean, well, they can, but like, you know, they have more control. Mining, you know, they can't take control into mining. So now you've pushed them back a bit. They can, and if someone's flanking you, they need to go up top. That's the first option. Second option, you don't go below. Instead, you go all the way through. Then you kill whoever's up here on cocktail. You push through here, kill the cocktail guy. You push white. So once you kind of do that, then you start making vert. So I have to make sure that you guys have time. Don't be making vert with like 30 seconds left of the round. So make vert above default. I'm running out of buck. So make vert above the laundry rotate right here. Make sure there's no hiding behind the cabinet. And then come over here. Make sure the reading door is covered. Reading door is right here. Make sure this is covered. Make sure no one's hiding in these holes right here. So once you cut off reading, then you go for plant on the default. And then you guys can walk on white. Do all that kind of stuff. Well, that's the main top down. And then you go down and you have pillar. Then you guys are surrounding the bomb site, basically. You're surrounding it. And you're going to get a lot more success with the kills. So now that we know how to defend reading, this should be the third, like, this should be the second to last bomb site you go. For some reason, you go mining. I don't know why you would want to defend mining, but listen, there's 1,000 hours. I have played this in competitive too. So, this is how you set it up. Make a rotate over here. Rotate or head holes, it's personal preference. The bomb site is a little bit less strict on the setup because it's such an open bomb site. So, you kind of just have to go with the flow of how you feel. And then reinforce all of these walls here. Alright, you can make footholds here. Footholds here. This way, it makes it harder to take this control. Same thing with right here. You would want to reinforce this one right here. Now, these holes are a little bit tricky because this does cut off your rotate, so you kind of want to be careful with these ones right here. Now, since this is the bomb prop, most likely we're going to actually reinforce off the rotate here, just because it kind of creates a little bit, you know, more suitable for the setup. Head holes here, or footholes. You could make yourself a rotate here, but it's personal preference. I think you just reinforce it. But like I said, if you want to open up, you can actually get a nice angle all the way into mining, so you choose on your own discretion. And then head holes here. Now, that's really the naked setup. Now, you just need to just roam. Go for kills. Again, hold top floor. Now, you don't need to hold top floor as heavy, but, you know, it's like you play the entire map, basically. The entire map is your playground right here. So I want you guys to just pick someone. Trap operators, don't worry about planting the bomb. It just becomes pure TDM at this point. All right, and now how do you attack it? Mining is a TDM, bro. On attack, dude, listen. Pick your favorite door of the building and go through with it. And just meet your way to sight. Meet your way to sight, bro. Like, I'm telling you, if you go mining somehow, just enter the building, bro. And you win. You don't win, but, you know. But if you don't want to do that, we're going to go ahead and repeat our reading one, except for the bomb site's actually right below us. So get the wall open again, like I said. And then start making vert above all of mining. Make sure you know you don't get flanked from the top floor. You can either take the ground or you can just leave a drone. But yeah, just make vert above here. You can make vert here if you want. You get an eye in the red 90 corner down here. Yeah, man, this is really it. Like, there's really no reason why you shouldn't be getting in gunfights, like, right off the rip. You can go skylight, hit a Batman, you know, do whatever you want. Do a takedown on your enemy, however you like. But just play like a TDM here, and I guarantee, like, just work off of the kills. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my 1,000 hours of what I learned on Kafe. Rewatch the video, share this with your friends, tell them this is how you correctly attack. Coming from me, I play in champion ranked all the time, plays in FPL. Everybody in high rank knows this. Learn this and ingrain in your setup. It does not matter, oh, but my teammates in solo queue, they don't listen. Dude, fucking solo queue, stop complaining. Of course they're not gonna do this take, but this is for your knowledge and for you to get teammates. So start adding people, stop making excuses, and start practicing the takes. This builds consistency, because when you build consistency as a player, then you're gonna be very, very hard to counter, and you're gonna move up in the rank. So it doesn't matter what rank you're in, trust me, try all these attacks, implement them to your gameplay, and you're gonna see results quickly. Guys, all I ask that you like the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll be doing every single map. My name is Athieno. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good rest of your day.